Yo, what's going on, guys? I am back with the ultimate unboxing. Nah, but really, I did not think I'd be ever making an unboxing on another Valkyrie like this, especially so soon. So this is Ultimate Valkyrie, the 9th Valkyrie in the series. I can't believe we have gone through 9 different versions of Valkyrie. This is wild. I have to give props to TT for making this a reality. And I know I'm the last to unbox this. This has been a wild ride. I think TT has done a fantastic job with Burst, and especially their main releases like Valkyrie and of course Spriggan and all the others. But Valkyrie definitely has a special place in my heart. If you guys didn't know, my older channel design was strictly based on V2, which takes a lot of inspo from this. This to me is just a really good symbol. Again, it's Valt's Beyblade, the original protagonist. I know there's others, but he is the OG for Burst. And this might very well be the last Valkyrie, which is kind of sad and depressing, but I will say it has been a really good run. And thank you, TT. That's all I can say. So here's the box in all of its glory. This thing is very special, as you guys can tell. It is B193, and it's a booster. It is a little bit more costly than your other boosters, I've noticed. But taking a look at the box, it is just the Beyblade, so that's all you're gonna get. However, there's plenty within the parts that we're gonna unpack as soon as we get to the close-ups. So I will be right back and get to the unboxing. All right, I am back with the close-up, and here it is, again, the packaging in all of its glory. You guys can clearly see there are a bunch of features that were, again, borrowed from previous Valkyries, and I'll get a little bit more into the details because it kind of breaks it down. Of course, it's in Japanese, so I don't understand it. Here's the owner, Valt Aoi. Of course, he is all grown up now. It's actually kind of crazy that he is now an adult, I'm pretty sure. So he started as a kid in elementary school, and now he's a full-on adult. Anyway, this is his latest Valkyrie. The side of the packaging shows the DB system. And then the parts, again, it's just a pretty straightforward Beyblade, but jam-packed with a bunch of features. So, of course, we have Ultimate Valkyrie, so Valkyrie 2 or squared, Ultimate, the 9 armor, Legacy for the disc, and then variable dash. A little bit of a disappointment, but anyway, it is rated highly for attack. Again, these are just TT stats, so take them with a grain of salt, but yeah. All right, let's crack it open. And let me know if you guys like this other angle, testing it out. It's a nice up close and personal angle for unboxing stuff, but check it out. These are the instructions and stickers. Looks like there's quite a bit, so that will be fun to put on, but I won't do that on video. As always, that takes a lot of work. Here is Valkyrie though, and let me flip that upside down. Wow, okay. We're gonna go ahead and take it out of the plastic wrap, or first the tape. So boom, you got the 3 parts. Let's go ahead and take them out. And I almost caught myself. Put that there. There's that. We just need the driver. I swear I had cut the plastic right there. All right, I am back with the close-up of the parts. We're gonna go ahead and start with variable dash. So of course, this is variable dash. It is variable but dash. In fact, this isn't the first time we've seen this. We saw this first on the Ace Ashura, and I believe also a Grand Valkyrie, both WBBA releases. So this is the first mainline release of variable dash, and it still retains its original gimmick. These spikes wear off over time, or maybe with the proper tool we can shave this off, but that's another video. Anyway, yes, this becomes more flat, therefore more aggressive in battle, and this is advertised to be rubber, and I say that in quotations because it doesn't really feel that way. But either way, it's a cool driver. I'm a little bit disappointed they went with that. I was kind of hoping for an Ultimate reboot. Get it? Ultimate Valkyrie. It would have made complete sense, but here we are. So, yeah. Besides that, it's a shorter driver, by the way, so it's gonna get more upper attacks towards the other Beyblades, especially when it's worn out. So, yes. Of course, this came on V2, so it's a complete throwback for a lot of people. Next up is the Legacy disc, and just like Variable, this is also brought over from Victory Valkyrie. It's heavily inspired by the Boost disc, and of course it draws some inspirations from some other parts as well. You guys can see the Z's, at least some of them here. Those are from Zenith, from the disc that came with Cho-Z Valkyrie. So just about every other Valkyrie is referenced in the parts of this Beyblade. I will say Boost was a terrible disc, so I'm not sure if this will be any good, but it is a DB disc, so it's obviously chunkier, compatible with both high and low modes, and it's heavier. So, yeah, really shiny. Next up is the armor. This is the 9 armor, and I guess it references the 9th Valkyrie, obviously, but it also has these W's which represent the wing disc, the first disc that came on the original Valkyrie. There was one other inspiration and I just can't remember it off the top of my head, but yes, this is clearly a 3-sided armor. It's a little bit of an odd shape, but again, I like the cool little reference there with the 9th Valkyrie. Next, we have the blade. This is Ultimate, and this thing is wild in that after all these years, they finally flipped the wings over. What I mean by that is if you take a look at Savior or just about any other Valkyrie after the first original Valkyrie, the wings were flipped over. And I wasn't sure why of that design choice. I think Takara wanted to make it, I guess, safer or less breakages, but we finally flipped the wings back, or TT did anyway. And now we have this. However, there's also this clear plastic that you guys can see. This is not ABS as far as I know. I think it's a polycarbonate of some sort or a similar polymer. And it's just a really beautiful plastic. Of course, it's clear. It's more prone to cracking and shattering, I believe. So maybe that's why Takara steered away from it. Basically, this solid plastic is injection molded ABS, which is pretty standard in the industry. It's tough, it barely breaks if at all, and it's perfect for Beyblade. So I do like that they implemented that again. It looks very clean, especially under the right lighting. It just kind of glosses over like that. Really pretty. Apart from that, if you guys haven't noticed the red, that is rubber. That's right on the main contact points. I will say I'm a little bit disappointed in that this rubber just doesn't feel soft, if that makes sense. It's definitely a stiffer rubber. And seeing that Savior came with literally the gummiest rubber I've ever seen and touched, this is kind of a letdown, I will say that, but it still looks really cool, and I'm sure these are still gonna make a difference. I just wish they were a little bit softer, just so that they'd be a little bit more grippy. But apart from that, it's 3-sided, and it's compatible with, obviously, right spin cores. It's not a left spin core, or base, blade. I don't know what to say anymore, but yeah, here it is. And then here is the Valkyrie core. So I think this is Valkyrie 2 or Valkyrie squared. And this thing is gorgeous. Clearly, it's inspired by Victory Valkyrie's layer because the Valkyrie is now facing sideways. And I love this because my favorite Valkyrie is still Victory Valkyrie. In fact, like I mentioned earlier, it's inspired my original channel design, and now we're back to it. Of course, this little center here is not metal, but it's a callback to the Strike God chip, and it's just a really cool little throwback there. Of course, it's a right spin core. You can see the teeth now. They're kind of that chunky teeth. They're thicker, so they're going to be harder to click. I will say now, though, it does not have that spring-loaded gimmick that the other Valkyrie has, so you're trading that for stronger teeth. But that might be a good trade-off. We'll find out. So let's go ahead and put this together, and I hope I get it right in that there's 2 ways to put this together. There's the cursed way and the normal way. So this is the normal way to put Valkyrie, and then the cursed way would be flipping it upside down. And that would be this. which looks extremely cursed. I'm only going to do that for this video only, but it's going back to its normal mode. And yes, this thing just looks phenomenal. That's all I can say. It's going to look even better with the stickers, I'm sure, but I'm not doing that in this video. So let's go ahead and put it together once in low mode and then once in high mode, so we get a good feel for it. So there's that. Putting this together, we're going to get a feel for the teeth. And if I can get it to click. Oh wow, I can't. I'm struggling here. There is some resistance. Oh wow. Okay, so that was like 2 clicks, just about. But that was extremely difficult to put together. I can definitely... Oh my gosh, I am struggling here. There we go, there's the 3rd click. So, really strong clicks. Of course, this isn't a metal driver, so I don't see it damaging it anytime soon. But wow. That is strong. Okay, this is low mode for Ultimate Valkyrie. And now we're going to switch to high mode. Again, I'm just not a big fan of high mode when it comes to DB. It's just a little cursed, put it that way. But I want to show you guys it just for the sake of the video. So you just kind of put it together upside down, and here it is. So yeah, it even looks awkward for this Beyblade. It almost looks like TT is hinting to only use it in low mode. Because part of the gimmick here is that you want it to do upper attacks when it's lower. But here is high mode. So it's definitely wacky. And I can kind of see this scraping. But that's besides the point. We're going to put it back to its low mode. Got that there. Try to get this to click again. I can't. All right, here we go. Boom. And we're back. So let me go ahead and get my stadium though. We're gonna get some test battles in and hopefully see how it's like in action. All right, I'm back with my stadium and I figured I'd do a test launch first. Of course, this is stock and let's see how it is. So this is a pretty mint variable dash. It's not going to be the fastest just yet. Of course, it has to wear down over time. But in the DB Stadium, it will stall a little bit until it gets to the 2nd ridge, in which case it should pick up a little bit of speed. And any second now, there we go. So that was a straight launch. Let's try a banked launch. So that was a little bit better, but it still likes to stall. Stamina's kind of meh. Again, it's just unvariable. So let's try some test battles. Tried against Cyclone Ragnarok. And getting some direct hits. But Ragnarok is hanging in there pretty well, I have to say. Let's find out how it fares against Valkyrie. And wow, Ragnarok is just tanking those hits and winning. Okay, here we go. All right, really good hits right at the beginning. Oh, and Raphael gets a knockout somehow. Let's try this again. Looks like we're getting pretty good hits against Ragnarok. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get decent rounds. And okay, I'll give that to Ragnarok. Alright, there you have it guys. Ultimate Valkyrie, the 9th Valkyrie. This thing is pretty good for the 9th Valkyrie, what can I say? Besides a couple things I wish were different, this thing is impressive. I think Takara did a fantastic job implementing a bunch of features from the last Valkyries, and I think it's going to be a really powerful Beyblade under the right customization, because clearly stock, it struggles a little bit, but it might also be the stadium that I'm using. So that's going to be it for this unboxing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, I will see you all later. Peace. Whoosh.